Hi, you acne oily skin type. So, what are my recommendations for acne oily? I say it's a more typical type of acne, like it's a typical skin type, I would say. Most people that are acne oily usually would be related to clogged pores. Okay? Could be your diet for sure, it could be your lifestyle, the product that you're using. There's many factors. But the whole goal here is first, we need to make sure that your pores are clean, that they breathe well. It's really important that they're not clogged with sebum. We could also tell your body to maybe produce more oil. Yeah, that would be another way. But we really need to look at like so many factors. So we're gonna give you like our honest recommendation here, but just be mindful that it's always better that you book a consultation with Ashley to make sure that we really understand your skin type. So the example that you'll see, like my little skincare routine below, and it's really designed for people that are really oily. I would say for people that are not really sensitive either, okay? So maybe if you feel that you're more sensitive, you can kind of browse around to find the other skin type. I would talk about people that have like oily, thicker skin, not sensitive, clogged pore. Like
this is kind of like your skin type, right?
Yes, it would be like me, definitely. Okay, so just keep that in mind with the recommendation that you have below. So the first step for me, anyway, it's always to look internally and get rid of any kind of inflammation. I'm a big fan of the Ben Skincare Anti-Aging. It worked really well for me and for most people. Osmosis, I have a version also, the Regenerate. This one is really good if you have a gut problem, if you feel like you have like digestive issue and maybe that your acne could be caused by some kind of like gut issues. I would definitely look into the omegas from Osmosis.
Yeah, because it has a prebiotic and kind of help with that.
Yes, where like if you're more sensitive and dry, the Ben is kind of my go-to, but because you're more like oily prone, usually gut could be an issue. So that would be kind of the difference between the two. Then definitely look into the makeup that you're using because you're having acne. I know the breakout, we try to cover them, but then you cover it with concealer and then you're like liquid foundation. Yeah, and then that causes more breakout. Just keep on going. So there's an ingredient in makeup called dimethicone, and I swear that get that out of your life. It's not like it's just not good for us. It clogs your pores. Their skin doesn't breathe as well. It's good for a different other skin type, but just not for us. So make sure that you throw away any kind of makeup that have that one in. Even look at your the product that you're using in your hair. Sometimes you don't realize, but that could be an issue.
Yeah,
so
especially if you're getting breakouts around your scalp. And
like me, hand in your face. Also, yeah, it's true. Your pillowcases, like those are all things that can really cause breakout and that over oil production. So definitely look into that. Okay. I'm gonna start with the cleanser, but I just want to mention that cleanser will not, it's important, but it's not the foundation of everything. Vitamin A is, in our case here, vitamin is essential, okay? But the first part would be to use a good cleanser. You need a cleanser that has salicylic acid in it, okay? Because the salicylic acid, when you put it on your face, it will actually melt any kind of dirt, sebum that you have stuck in your pores. And so when you wash it off, it's gonna melt away a little bit. A double cleanse could also be a solution if you're wearing a lot of makeup. But you need those pores to be clean and dry. It's so important. So I'm suggesting here, because I have the little routine in front of me, the Vivier Medicated Wash, okay? This is not a product that I recommend for my sensitive skin at all. If you are sensitive, any kind of sensitivity, I would definitely go for the Osmosis Purify. But if you're not sensitive, you have my skin, you're like kind of darker, your skin's not too light, the medicated wash is awesome. It really cleans your pores. It feels good. It's just good. And it will kind of dry your skin a little bit. I need to say that. It will, but not in like a like
A tight feeling.
at all, but it will dry it out. So if you're not oily, this is not the routine for you. Okay. There are also maybe if you have a lot of oil and for whatever reason the medicated wash is still too strong or something, a deep clean is also a good one that will remove that excess oil without drying at all. And so just be mindful of that. Then the second one that's really important would be rescue. To use rescue as an epidermal repair is really important to calm any kind of inflammation. So I'm addicted to that osmosis rescue. It's amazing. And the new formula that they came out with is good for melasma, for it even stimulate collagen, elastin. Like I always thought that everybody needed rescue from osmosis, and it's even more now. The new formula is amazing. So that would calm any kind of inflammation, especially when you're like, when you have like breakout, you just like can't handle it anymore. It hurt. I feel like it's inflamed. Having that product will just work so well for you. So make sure that you add that in your routine. When it comes to vitamin C, which I think in everybody foundation of a skincare, again, it will not really change your skin at this point because we're focusing on vitamin A that I'm going to talk about. But if you're looking for a good one, and you should, I really like the Vivier Radiance. Radiance will really, because I'm assuming, again, it's all about assumption here, but if you have that thicker dark, you probably have hyperpigmentation from your acne scar. And because you have a pH, that post-inflammatory inflammation, you keep your acne scarring longer. So the Vivier Radiance will definitely help there. And because Vivier Radiance, it doesn't tell your skin cell to produce more oil. It will tell to kind of like chill a little bit. So definitely a good vitamin C. Make sure that you use it daytime.
In the morning,
yeah. And then you would have your vitamin A, okay? I personally love using the Clarify, Osmosis Clarify. That's my favorite of vitamin A. You would use it daily. If you are maybe darker skin type, or maybe your acne is a little bit out of control, okay? And I'm acne prone, but I do have my acne under control. So Clarify does it for me. But if you really want to kind of fight it, okay, you try to reverse it, I would go with a retinol, okay? I would do. And I would probably go for 1%. 1% retinol. In my situation, I use my Clarify every day, maybe 1 or twice a week. I'm going to use my 1% retinol, and that's fine. It's perfect. But if you're trying to reverse it, maybe using the retinol only for now, gonna work. If you have too much sensitivity from it, that's where maybe you can alternate with Clarify or the retinol, or maybe don't use your retinol every day, but you kind of want, in your case, to have some kind of vitamin A every day. So, and that's where sometimes you kind of not need 2 products, but you need some kind of vitamin A. Or you can still use the 1%, because you're probably not too sensitive. It's not your skin type. So it's almost like bear with it. I remember at first when I had to do this, yes, I had a little bit of like, this is a little bit hot, but you bear with it. And if you push it through, you will feel dry, then oily, then like dry again. There's a little bit of that roller coaster happening, but you'll get there. You know what I mean? Where like sometimes if you're more sensitive, I'm not a big fan of inflammation, but for you, it should be fine. But yeah, so that would be like my recommendation, to use a big retinol to reverse it and to maintain with Clarify. When it comes to moisturizer, I think a lot of people I don't know, most people we need a moisturizer. You don't necessarily need it. If you wake up and you feel that you're just completely fine after that you're using the routine and like everything's okay, there's no need for it. But if you wake up dry, you may, if you're using a retinol every day, then it's fine. But just make sure that you're using a moisturizer that doesn't clog your pore. And for me, the Osmosis Quench is really, really nice. Vivi also have the Lexel, which I also love. Both works for this specific skin type. And then you want to apply a sunblock. And for a lot of people, just that sunblock by itself they don't need more extra moisturizer. That's completely my case. I found like just using my sunblock, and it's usually the Sheer 45 from Vivier. That's the one that I love. It let my skin breathe. It acts as a primer. So my makeup kind of sit on it, doesn't clog my pores. So I really like the Sheer 45 versus that if you're more dry, like the Protect could be an option, but in this case I would go there. And then if you're really struggling with like hyperpigmentation, sun damage, melasma even, because that could kind of be all in this specific skin type, I found the Lightera 2.0 really good treatment serum. It's this one here. I like it for and it will not clog your pore. So yeah, so those are kind of my recommendation for your acne.
Yeah. Those are all excellent. And this is your jam. Like this is your sweet spot.
This is my skin type. And I'm sorry if you're hearing my dog right now. He wants to go outside. And yeah, so if you have any question about this, I mean, book a consultation with me or Ashley. We will make sure that we give you the best recommendation. And if you decide to like purchase a product, we always give you like a little like a treatment sheet, like the product sheet that you write down the product. We're gonna write down what to put day, night time, and yeah.
Yep. So you have a good guideline of what to put at what time of day, and you won't get lost.
And we also have the skincare challenge that you should join, so you can try the product before you buy them.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching, and have a good day.
Bye.